Hello and welcome everyone. How are you today? Well, yes, we're on this February 15th date with this potent new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. And tomorrow is the Chinese New Year of 2018. Uh, and the zodiac guide to the year is the Earth Dog. So I want to read something about it. And I brought out my I Ching, however it's pronounced, but I've had this many moons. The runes were my first divination, and I'd have to say, as ancient wisdom divination, this was my second. Okay. Plus, Native American beauty that I love. But I did want to add something that, as of today, because we're literally in this solar eclipse, new moon, I think in Florida it happens about 4 something p.m. today. Um, this is all about transformation, okay? And new moons usually we're putting out that dream, that positive intention to manifest, and find spiritual support to fulfill it. And I think this is perfect timing, and that's why I want to do this video today. And Thursday, it's Thursday today, and Thursday is usually, or it is the day of the week ruled by Jupiter. Giant Jupiter, Giant Jupiter is all about luck, growth, enthusiastic expansion, giving it up to the cosmic realm. And Giant Jupiter's card is actually the Wheel of Fortune, which we received that. Look at this card just kind of flipped out, so we got to give it up here. From the Thelema deck. And I wanted to use the Thelema deck today as well. It's really bright today, which is nice because this has been the weirdest of winter months, how it's been raining almost every day. So the wheel came through for us, okay? And the High Priestess has come through from this deck as well, all right? Thelema. The Empress and the High Priestess has been all over 2017 and this 2018. And this is Thelema's the Star card, okay? And actually the Star card is also on the cover deck, okay? There's the Star card, Aquarius trump card, number 17, okay? Here's the Magician, all right? Here's the Empress Venus, okay? You can see her glyph with Venus. And this one is, I think, Temperance, okay? But here we have her. So we're going to put her back in the deck here, but I wanted you all to recognize that's who I'm highlighting today is the Star card for Aquarius, okay? So let's just put him back in the deck. But that giant Jupiter, and this is what we need to do. We want to really contemplate tonight, light some candles, take a sea salt bath if you can, just calm yourself, meditate. Okay, something scared the birdies. But here we have, make spells for prosperity or money, luck, embrace planet Jupiter, the lucky wheel of fortune. Consider if you want to start a new business, because that's been all over 2017 as well. Talking about, and the partnership, 2018 is a Master 11 code. 1 and 1 is 2. You can perhaps do something with a partnership. Even a husband and wife team can make it happen, or a friendship you've known for many years that you respect each other. It's truly can be happening, okay? So make something happen with that for yourselves and embrace this. It's like I when I did my new moon video for this, the dawn of new ideas. Okay, make it happen. Embrace your spirituality. This is the awakening year. More people have awakened so much, knowing that there's forces of goodness, cosmic forces coming together. Okay, so here, let me read about this, and then we'll start picking these cards. Okay, so this year, Chinese New Year, also known as the Lunar New Year, falls on Friday, February 16th, 2018. So isn't this powerfully grand that here we have this powerful new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, okay, the visionary, the stars looking up. See, we always say on this channel, look up, okay. look up. And now tomorrow, the Chinese zodiac, and the Chinese zodiac, oh my goodness, I should have looked that up. How many thousands of years have they been working with that? Okay, but again, this year, Chinese New Year, also known as the Lunar New Year, so Lunar Moon. That's why I brought out my Sun and Moon Tarot. For those of you, the Sun and Moon Tarot. I felt we want to, and the Aquarius, the Aquarius Tarot. Okay, so let's see what happens today. I'm kind of excited personally myself. Okay, the Lunar New Year falls on Friday, February 16th, 2018. We will be making the big energy shift from fire rooster to earth dog. Okay, and that's why I love this deck as well. It's all earth related, like my Witch's Tarot deck. It's all earth related, but that these cards, and I just received this deck, I think a couple of months ago. Sun and Moon here. The Aquarian Tarot that I've had forever as well. I can't even remember, but the lovers are there as well. A coupling, a pairing. Okay, and the Fool is the one starting this new journey that you're going to take. Okay, the year of the Earth Dog is one of friendships and connections. It is a great time to expand your network for helpful people and focus on being of assistance to others. Make a mental note to pause often to consider an action before jumping in. Curb your impulses, whether they involve spending money, eating wrong foods, arguing unnecessarily, or any other habit you're not happy about. Okay, so any other habit you are not happy about. Regular meditation, and we talk about that all the time on this channel, every day, an hour a day. Okay, just turn technology off, even if that means turn technology off and you're doing certain other projects, you know, sweeping the floor, you can still pray. Okay, for at least 5 minutes a day is a great tool for keeping impulses in check. It's the perfect activity during an earth year, okay? Or, you know, if you live in a house, you want to go out and, you know, do some gardening, that kind of thing, right? Or go walk the beach, or you know what to do. Honoring Chinese New Year. Some traditional and meaningful ways to mark this holiday include wearing the color red, on, to symbolize feasting on, to symbolize luck, feasting on long noodles to symbolize longevity. Long noodles, you know, it's Chinese we're talking about, so they love their noodles. And ending a meal with a bright orange tangerine, with leaves attached to represent prosperity. This writing is so small, I can't even see it, and I got the glasses on, so I gotta pay attention. Okay, the year of the Earth Dog, based on your Chinese zodiac sign. Okay, so no, this is way too lengthy. I'm not going to read all this. Okay. In addition, be careful not to break anything. Do not lend out any money and avoid arguments, since traditionally any of these things might bring you bad luck during the coming year. And we opened up with that, you know, just soften yourselves, be gentle. We talked about that closing down 2017. If you have to exit from people, do it lovingly, gently. You know, you're awakening, they're not. Just let them go. Even if they're friends you've known forever, even relationships. Okay, and especially in your, you know, if you don't like your job because people are just backstabbers, exit from that. But it goes on to say that you know, this Chinese zodiac has for every zodiac sign a sign. Actually, I'm a metal rat. Okay, and this is the first one that opens up with the rat. And I'll just read this just because for you to get what they're telling me here. Okay, so Earth Dog chases rat for fun, yet rat goes where dog cannot follow, you know, because the rat can just squeeze through anything, right? Opportunities abound for the quick-moving rat in 2018, but you need to take some risks. Introduce yourselves to people. Ask for the job you want. Suggest a coffee date. Send the proposal. You will gain when you take action. Okay. And I got this in case some of you, astrology.com. Okay. And then you can learn about, but I'm not going to take all the time to read that right now, but you can look it up, astrology.com. And it's here with the dog, with the red for 2018. Okay. I love Chinese medicine wisdom. I've always kind of been so, you know, like into it. I've always believed in it. I come from you know, that earth wisdom where you just should love everything you're doing and believe in the elements and the cosmic world. You know, in ancient times, from, you know, the Greeks to they did everything via the stars. The Egyptians, the Mayans, you know, there was no, that's what they focused on: earth, air, fire, water, and they knew there was a higher intelligence. In Native American, it's known as Great Spirit. Okay, so just believe in what we're about to do and embrace yourselves. I'm so happy to see how many people are awakening. It's wonderful. Even on the Facebook, which I don't really, you know, I have a fan page, but I don't really get do much time on Facebook. But now I see these new uh, groups to join, all about, you know, the survival of spirituality, embracing and awakening. Because I guess they know I'm aligned. You know, my Bella Ducati page is aligned to that, and I see all these how to join this club and this. But you know, I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. I really do. But I don't join a lot of things because I still organically love how I was raised, and you know, Santeria and all that. I feel that's who I am about. So I prefer to stay in that grounding way. But that, you know, because back in 2011 when I joined YouTube, you know, there wasn't a lot. So, and I think it's fascinating. I really do. Okay, so let's see. So we're working. I wanted to make this video in this potent, powerful um, February solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius, which, you know, if you follow me enough, it's Aquarius. You're the visionaries, okay? And that's what mainly you vision for many people, not just your own personal codes. You know, you really do, and you're intellectual. And I like the rebel in you too. Because sometimes that's how we bring forward new beginnings in the respect of to teach people. You have to be a rebel in a way. You really do, because people not going to get you, and you're like, what are you talking about? And then 10 years from then, or 100 years later, people get it, okay? Especially those scientists. You know, they start something, and 10, 15 years later, it's now being done in every hospital, especially like medicine and things like that. So, medicine, but I'm organic, you know, I'm not into these prescriptions. I think that's, ugh, I don't like that at all. I think they kill people. You watch those commercials like, oh yes, and if you take this, understand, but if you take this pill, you might die. And I don't even know how people watch and take those kind of pills. But I think things are changing. People are becoming more organic. And it's like in the 70s. I talk about that a lot because I was raised in the 70s and, you know, born in the 60s when the hippies came through, you know, love Mother Earth, you know, organic. I think it's fabulous. That's what I love. So I don't understand when it's till here we are, 2018, and people just taking a pill. Okay, and we want to make sure that the I Ching comes up, I Ching, however it's pronounced. Seven of Cups. Okay, I talk about this deck a lot because this woman who made this deck, and I like the energies of this deck, but every single word she used to describe her deck here is all Aleister Crowley. Okay, so debauch. Now, to me, this definitely doesn't deserve the word debauch. Okay, and so I know because I've looked at all her cards, and every single word she wrote came from Aleister Crowley. Now, Aleister Crowley, honestly, he was my first tarot deck back in the day. Okay, we're talking way before you two. And Aleister Crowley's deck is about 100 years old. Okay. But he was truly into, the dark arts as well as the white light. I mean, he knew the balance. His tarot deck is called the Egyptian tarot. Okay, so just like the Egyptians did, they knew there was dark and they knew there was light. Okay, and Lady Isis was the light, and then they knew how to follow the darkness. They knew how to mummify. Anyway, I'm not going into that, but I would never use the word debauch for the seven of water, the seven of emotions. The sevens to me are about that spiritualness inside you, whether that's spiritual victory or spiritual challenge. Okay. Now, to me, this is about spiritual love. And here we have the moon in the image, starting it out. How beautiful. And you see this couple there swimming together, holding each other, loving each other. Okay. It's beautiful. I've got my moonstone ring on. And the cups are, drifting down. I forget the artist of this. I have to. Here it is. Let me see. The artist, I think, is different than the lady who wrote it, but Vanessa DeCourt. And this is the Two of Cups with the full moon. But we open now with the Seven of Cups. Okay, I think it's wonderful how we opened it up. And this can also go in a way that we have these lovers here holding each other, with the stars and the moon in the back. But it truly is, right now, 2018 is about you letting go of attachments, whether that, can be personal items or, things you don't need or people who don't deserve your integrity. 2018 is going to be that year that there's a pairing, but you have to be personally, you love yourself first. That's another code. We've been talking about that. Believe in yourself, always on this channel. Love you first. Not ego. This is about, the awakening spiritual movement. And let the universe, let the cosmic forces bring you that coupling, whether it's business or friendship or romance, or even if you are married, let it grow even stronger, okay? If you both agree in what this movement is now. It's a good, positive vibe, okay? So let's see what else comes through. Four of Swords, okay. Here, yes. Truce. Okay, now the Four of Swords is another card, and fours, we talk about the four all the time. It's a square, and then I relate it to the pyramids that transform up to the stars. Okay, let me hold both these cards now, because here we have the stars and the moon working together. But the swords is the air element. Okay, how you're thinking and your intellectual awareness, and honestly, that's what Aquarius is all about, an air element sign. So you believe in what you're doing and take that kind of like rest to do it as well. Okay, don't give up on you. Maintain good health. Get outdoors. See both water and air right here. Get outside on Mother Earth. And if you need to just take some and quiet power time, we've been talking about that a lot. This is the year and right now, these energies right now happening. I'm looking forward to seeing what the I Ching reads for us. But right now is the time. And we are in the, Earth Dog year for the Chinese zodiac. And it starts tomorrow. So, and especially for those of you who have, doggies, take them for those walk and love it. Dogs can tell you things too. They're just intelligent. And truce. And again, truce is another word that is kind of like, let's think about that sword power you have now. You're mentally going to think, who are the people I want in my life? Who are the ones I'm going to exit? Or what kind of habits I'm going to exit? Just believe in you and let the cosmic forces help you. Okay. And that's when we go into meditative time, and we always say, have pen and paper handy. So if you hear a word or you know, see a picture in your mind's eye, write it down, draw it down, okay? Interference. Okay, now we have the Eight of Swords. See, this is all Astakarali right here. Debauch, truce, interference. But now to me, the eights, see, I would never call the Eights of Swords interference. I call the eights always about power and success. So perhaps maybe though you're going to have success through good health and work because you're going to release those uh, habits that are interfering with good health, or personas or personalities that always want to argue with you, like, what are you doing awakening to spirituality? That's nonsense. Don't even go there with these people. Just exit gently. That's what I think everybody should do. Exit gently, let them go. Just let them go, because you're going to be the winner and not them. Not when what's coming here cosmically, like, look at these energies we're harnessing right now for this reading. None of this is man-made, my friends. This comes from a cosmic vibe. And yes, there's beautiful ones in the cosmic vibe, and not so. But we align on this channel to the beautiful ones, the white light power. But we balance it knowing there's dark forces everywhere. Okay? Here on Earth, here in the cosmic realm, it's just how it is. But when the beautiful ones know you align with them, and I believe in angels very much. I'm going to do a special angel reading this Sunday. So I want to see what's been going on, and Sunday let's see what the angels have to say. Okay? So believe. Just believe in your own personal powers. Okay? And that's not ego. It's when you align with the divine. Okay? And the energy, the mantra of Aquarius is I know. And that's one thing, in case you're an Aquarius following this. Sometimes you have to get out of your intellect and come from your heart zone a little more, okay? And give it up, because you, the Aquarius folk, but this reading is for all people. We're harnessing for all people. It truly is about planet Saturn and Uranus. And Saturn is about having that discipline, okay? Having some discipline, and the Saturn's trump card is the world, which is like we start from zero. Like this, in this Aquarian tarot, there we have the Fool, the zero card. We start from the beginning to attain that world that we can live in happily while we live in this body, to go to the next soul phase. Okay, so just believe in you. And Uranus is one. Really, truly, this is Uranus's. The Fool is Uranus's card, so you can see how literally Aquarius is one. That's why it's so powerful. Also happening here that you know how to do it, because that's how the visionaries do things. They start from nada, okay, and then they can envision things in the future. For many people, look at this, gorgeous. I love it. I love it. The High Priestess has come through. I'm telling you, Empress Venus number 3, the High Priestess number 2, it's been coming through. So, and we've been talking about that, and the Magician also came through, I think, in the last read, and we were talking about, if you really do have a vision for yourself, or you have an impetus to come in 2018, you're going to change, make changes. We should always make changes. We should change something every day, whether, even it's the sheets of the bed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? From that to change your persona towards the better. But that the High Priestess come for this powerful new moon, and she's all about the moon. She's the feminine principle of the moon. Okay. And she knows about having feelings. The moon is also water energy. Lunar controls the tides of all the oceans. The zodiac sign of Pisces is the moon. So but that the High Priestess has come through. And you look, I know it's hard to see probably, but here's these mountains again. Earth, Earth, but there's a castle there. I never noticed that, and I've had this deck for a zillion years. Isn't that something? And she has a flower and a butterfly. And there she's in contemplation, introspection time. That's very powerful to do in 2018, really. Go in. And you know, when we talk about 2018, Master Code 11, and then 1 + 1 is 2, go in introspection time with the cosmic forces, you and them. Okay? This is how the High Priestess knows how to do that. I'm so happy that she's come through for this potent. Let's stand her strong right there. Wonderful. Whoopee. See, they're talking to us right now. They're just saying, this is the magic to make 2018 happy for you. And see number 2 right there. The 2 symbol. Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. And this is from the Aquarian Tarot deck. Okay. The Aquarian Tarot deck. So, the High Priestess has come through for this potent new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius today. Beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. And this is lovely too. See, new beginnings. Ace is about new beginnings. Pentacles is an earth sign. Get grounded on the mother. Okay, believe in you. Believe in what you have coming for you. And aces also speak about that desiring, desiring of proper resources coming your way. Perhaps a new project, a new connection to spirit, mother. You see the balance there? Without the moon, without the sun star, earth would not exist. Very nice. More flowers in here. And see the sky again. See the sky. So really contemplate on what's coming for you, okay? And it could be coin and new beginnings. It's always good. You wake up every day with a new attitude of gratitude. Even if the day before went kind of south or sideways or sour, we can always say, take a bath, wake up with a new organic way. We got the crows here now. Look at these crows. There's a monster right there. I'm telling you, these crows are getting larger and larger. Page of Pentacles. Okay, see what's going on here? And we love when the pages and the knights come through because they speak about that new energy. And we've got this. Now, this page looks like a male, but usually, as I understand, or how I've been learned by the tarot, is that pages are feminine, receptive, and knights are male, active. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what age you are, whether you're 21 or 81 years old. You can start something new or even change the way you think. Okay, because we're talking about Aquarius. And if you can change in a positive way every day, this is what the cosmic world wants for us. It really does. And that we've had all these supernatural eclipses and powerful. And then in March, there's another blue moon. It's like crazy. I don't even want to jump into March yet. It's more powerful than what we've been having. Oh, the Judgment card. Wow, beautiful. Because I was just, what did I call this card here? I don't think I called it the Judgment. I called it the Temperance card, but here she comes, Major Arcana Judgment. Isn't that fabulous? So now I brought forward all examples. Here's the Star card. Here's the Magician card. Here's the Empress card. And now, this is the first time we've ever received the Judgment card, Major Arcana. This is nice. Look how beautiful she is, too. An angel. We'll keep the Star card there for Aquarius. An angel. And you can see she's sort of like, doing the balance with the mystic. She's gorgeous. Look at that. How nice is that? This is all about transforming. And I talk about the Judgment card a lot because in Egyptian wisdom, which I started learning about Egyptology in my 20s. I was always intrigued, like, you know, from the Mayans to the Egyptians. But it talks about that balance, and actually God Thoth, who Aleister Crowley highlighted a lot in his Egyptian tarot deck, he was married. His wife was Maat, M-A-A-T, goddess Maat, and she was the one who held your heart, because you know the Egyptians removed all the organs. She held your heart by a feather, okay, a feather, and here goes some crow feathers I got here. And if it balanced correctly, then your soul was going to pass on towards the light, or to heaven, however you want to call it. But if it didn't, you go back down to the darkness. But she's holding the light there in her hands, and lovely. That's kind of cool that this card came through. I've never seen this card before, but I love it. Yeah. This is about higher forces. You can see she's sort of like in the heavens, you know, in the clouds. I don't want to bring forward too close because everybody says, I can't see it. But this is about that hidden power. You know, really. That's the beauty about the awakening too. Put her by the star card. Okay, this is the jump card, right? The bonus card. King of Swords. Wow, this is fun. King of Swords, King of Air. He's the King of Kings. We talk about him all the time. More butterflies over. I've never seen this card either from the Thelema deck. Okay, so now we have the King of Kings here. The King of Swords. He's the highest king in the court rank. Yes, he is. He's all masculine active. And he speaks about clear conscious. And I don't know if you can see it. The only thing with this deck, I really like the feeling of this deck, but the images are sort of like dark, you know, not a lot of light. Like, compare this to this, you know what I'm saying? You can definitely see her, but you can't see this too much. It's like they got too many shades of gray or something like that. But he's got 3 butterflies over his head, and he's holding his hawk. And hawk is the messenger of the gods. Okay. So that's pretty nice. He's got a message for you. He's got a clear, conscious message of it. What's happening right now, what we're going to harness. So believe in you. Okay, believe. Look, I just saw 3232 when I was talking about him too. 3232. So 5 and 5 is 10. 1, new beginnings. Think about that ace. Think how you're going to do it in 2018. It's up to you now, really. You in the cosmic realm. You in the higher forces. You and, you know, God. You and whoever you believe is positive energy for you. Okay? You make that happen. Yowza! Well, I've never seen this card either, but look how cool. We've been talking about this pairing. So now we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Look at this. And there, see this pillar here? I don't know if you could see this. That's what I'm saying. This deck doesn't really, but look, they're by the same column. Now see, they did that. The artist did that on purpose. So look at this. How beautiful. See this balance coming together? Can you see that? They're standing by the same column. Okay, I'm trying to put it together so you can see it, but there it is. Here we have them aligned. So the Queen has come through as swords as well. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes. There's a pairing here, whether it's friendship, romance, or business, or if you're already in this relationship and you love each other. But you see, it's like, you know, they got their own energy here. He's standing with his messenger hawk, and she's look, because how we pick the cards, she's looking the other way. But that's okay. She's thinking, he's thinking, having that clear consciousness. He's got his sword down, you know, not in, how do you say, fighting mode. But she's not in fighting mode, but she's just saying, I got a sword too. I got a sword too. And You know, when we speak of kings and queens, they've mastered themselves. Okay. They have mastered themselves. That's why they're in the castle. That's why they rule the kingdom. And it's pretty cool here. They're in the air. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butterflies. See, it's like they're talking spirit too. And then we got the hawk. Sorry. That's, you know, like, I know you can't understand what I'm kind of feeling right now, but I've never seen these cards before, but that they're joined together via this column. If you can see it right, I might have to now play this video back just if I can see it, but they match. You know, they're in their castle together. And then we just share with a card that, oh yeah, with the High Priestess. I know this is very difficult to see, but in the mountaintop, you see that little orange image there? That's a castle up there. Ah, this is fun right here. This is, see how potent now? Believe in magic, my friends. Believe in magic. And this is our bonus card, King of Cups. Beautiful. Ah, he's my favorite king because he loves everybody. He loves, and we have the love dove here. Yes, and you know, he's the cups are, the swords are all male active, like this queen thinks, you know, like a male. It's all male active, but the King of Cups, and he's usually the father, and the Queen of Cups is the mother figure. They love their children, they love their kingdom, they want to help everyone. This is so cool. We've had some powerful cards here, and that Judgment came through. And see, he's looking towards the future as well. He's also in his kingdom, but here we have the Dove of Love, and he's just looking to the future. That's like Aquarius does. You know, I truly believe in their visionary skills, and that it's like the King of Cups. He's looking into the future for his kingdom, for his people. He wants to aid them, you know. Where, you know, the swords, the air element sometimes can be a little much, come from ego. He comes from his heart. The King of Cups comes from his heart. But he wants everybody to win-win. But this is a couple here where the female will, you know, this is mental action, but I think that they came out together in a bond with this column being right there, position the balance. They'll rule their kingdom correctly. You know, they'll rule it for all the people who be, I'm sorry, I tell you, this book is kind of old too. Like everything's kind of falling apart on it. But let's see. I'm just going to pick 2 cards. Let me turn my head because I want to pick the righteous ones for this energy. Earth Dog, year for all people. And for those of you not into Chinese medicine, you know, look up if you don't know what element you are, they've got so many sites that you just plug in your birth date and they'll tell you what you are. And I know I'm a metal rat, okay, by my 311 1960 code right there in my hand, okay? So you decide what works for you, but it's fun. This Chinese zodiac is very intelligent. It's been, like I said, thousands and thousands of years around. Okay. Alrighty. Well, looks like the family card. See, now I have to look it up, okay, because I don't know all of them by heart. Okay. And this is what we talk about a lot, like get your house in order and wait on the will of heaven. Okay. Sometimes we have to wait. That's okay. We can wait. All right. So let me see. Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on. I got to get my little, hold on. I got to find my little cheat sheet here because you can see there's how it works is upper. Okay. Yeah. I didn't want to work with those today. Okay. The lower trigram and the upper trigram. Now the upper trigram is 2 long lines and a small one. Okay, so the 2 long and 1. So we got wind and wood, and then it's a long line, 2 short and 1 long. So long, here we go. Okay. And I'm not going to take too long because it's kind of it's kind of hard to really go there, but it says it's number 37. Okay, so let's see. 37. Okay, 37. Family concerns. Wood over fire suggests a fire. Here we go. Wood over fire suggests a fire in a hut, warmth and security. Okay. And the basic meaning. So let me hold the card up while I read this. Okay. Okay. 37. The basic meaning. Fulfill your correct family role. Patience and loyalty at home will bring advantage to all members of the family. Okay, so that's nice to know. And look at this family we do have here, see? So, we kind of made a note that the queen is looking opposite to a man, but they're standing by this column. So, hey, sometimes we have to think of our lives and our family. How is it moving along, especially if you have children? You know, do you want to see them fighting or you're fighting with each other? No, no, no. And we have the King of Love right here. Okay. Make this love happen. Make this happen. And everybody has family concerns, but fulfill your correct family role. Patience and loyalty at home will bring advantage to all members of the family. Okay. And it says a good king rules his family with kindness and severity, and so must you. There is no need to worry about it. Good fortune will come from it. Okay. And it does have one more I'll read here. When tempers flare or punishment is over severe, there can be a nasty moment in a family. But afterwards, everyone is sorry and the air is cleared. A good outcome. However, if women and children choose to giggle disrespectfully at this moment, misfortune will follow. See, those Chinese are very male active, no doubt. But we have the High Priestess here. Remember, she brings the beauty of the cosmic realm, like this Judgement as well. She brings that balance, number 2, balance. Okay, and then this one here, and we'll shut it down. And I do have to look it up here. Okay, so we have the long line with 2 shorts. Okay, the long line with 2 shorts. Here it is, mountain. Okay, mountain. And then we have 2 long lines with short. So here we have number 18. Okay, so let me go to number 18. Okay, repairing the damage. So here we have repairing the damage, if you can see. Okay, repairing the damage. Okay, mountain and over wind suggests wind scouring out a mountain valley. Okay, so repairing the damage. Restoring oneself. All right. Scouring away corruption. A new broom sweeping clean. Okay, I kind of like that. That's what 2018 is all about. A new broom sweeping clean. And here we're harnessing these energies with this powerful, potent new moon, solar eclipse in Aquarius, and tomorrow we begin the dog earth year. So let's make something new happen. And new moons are always about that, Release your past and put those positive new intentions. Clean sweep your house and wait on the will of heaven. Okay? And the basic meaning. Supreme success will result if you take bold action to remove or repair the damage caused by previous mistakes. A major move or journey is greatly favored. 3 days hard thought before and 3 days hard work after are needed to ensure what went wrong before does not happen again. And look at that, 3 days hard thought. And here we've had these swords here. And then here we have the king and queen of hard thought and clear conscience come through. So, let's kind of open it up. I don't want to. Okay, so let's, whoopee. It went away anyway, so hold on. Okay, so again, supreme success will result if you take bold action to remove or repair the damage caused. The light is so strong today. To remove or repair the damage caused by previous mistakes. A major move or journey is greatly favored. 3 days hard thought before and 3 days hard work after are needed to ensure that what went wrong before does not happen again. Okay, so, all right, a good son must deal with troubles caused by his father. It can be no mistake, even if some pain is caused in the process. When dealing with inherited problems, a good son will ensure that no blame falls on his father. A serious situation, but in the end, good fortune will come of it. So good fortune has come over through again, and that's wonderful. And you know, we've got Jupiter here with the luck also beaming. So, and get outside, embrace what's going on. And for those of you married, and for those of you single, with family sometimes. And again, I'm just repeating that if you are truly awakening to spirituality, even your family members are going to be like, what are you talking about? I don't get you. And you might have to exit for a little bit. But don't take that in vain. Take it that you are progressing, to meet the higher forces that teach you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, learning from the sun star how to harvest plants and farms, and gaining that sun wisdom as well. And moon, Luna, of course. And then the cosmic forces, for those of you who have telescopes and you watch the stars, oh, I love you all for that. I truly want to do that. But it's not timing for me yet. But I think that's going to come soon too. Well, I love you all. I hope you got something out of this reading today. And if anything, harness the energies. And if you could take if you don't have a bathtub, please shower down. And if you can sit at the bottom of the shower and just take a 10-minute, 15-minute, some people like to take longer showers. But what I'm trying to say is cleanse your body right now for these energies we're harnessing in the next 48 hours. And this is going to go on all through 2018. We can feel that already. 2018 is superlative and positive change, if you believe. Okay? Love to all of you, and believe in yourselves, and don't give up ever on you. Much love. Ciao.